So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today we have part 2 of a story from Adventure Comics 319, published in April 1964, with story by Edmund Hamilton and art by John Forte. In their epic struggle against the menacing Citadel of Doom, many of the Legion of Superheroes have already fallen, yet although they are doomed to defeat, there is only one desperate chance, the charge of the substitute heroes. If our Suicide Squad attack fails, it will be the end of both legions. So, in the previous part 1, the Citadel of Doom had been erected and was really harming, shipping lanes. Any ship that flew near it, I guess even from a pretty far distance, would get disabled. So an initial team of Legionnaires, including Superboy, were sent out and completely incapacitated. So they are determined to get rid of this Citadel of Doom. The spaceport is jammed. No ship dares to take off as long as those projectors on Thrune disable every ship. I feel like it would be pretty easy to avoid a single planet, but I guess not. They say that the Legion of Superheroes' first attempt to destroy those projectors on Thrune failed. If the Legion can't conquer this menace, no one can. Surely they'll try again. So they are, and they're going to go through their rather silly method again of determining who's going to go. Starboy is the first Legionnaire selected for the second task force. Keep the machine spinning until 4 more are chosen. So here is the team. Cosmic Boy, Ultra Boy, Triplicate Girl, Matter Eater Lad. We can't waste a moment. Superboy and the others may be dying out there. So they already know that this Citadel of Doom has electrical weapons, so they're going to be insulating themselves. We have no information on that mysterious world. Its people have always repelled all visitors. They live always in that giant citadel, so we don't even know how many thousands they number. We'll have to go it blind. So they decide what they're going to do. Matter Eater Lad, they take this meteor, and Matter Eater Lad eats out the center of it, which is a lot of stuff he's consuming. That is a frightening power. But then they use Ultra Boy's super strength to push the meteor, which I'm not sure how he's seeing. But anyway, they land on the planet looking like a regular meteor. Look, Superboy, Saturn Girl, the first wave of Legionnaires lying helpless, paralyzed by electrical charges. We attack the city at once, Ultra Boy. You could use this meteor to breach that citadel wall, but don't use power enough to hurt anyone. So he tosses and cracks open the citadel. Keep away, go back. Well, we've lain helpless here. We've seen them testing other terrible weapons. Too late. The ray, it's hitting us. It's not electric, it's a freezing ray. I'm frozen numb, starting to fall. So now they take out yet another team completely. But they still have more. This is going to be the last team. Colossal Boy, Phantom Girl, terrible news. The second squad we sent out to Thrune doesn't answer our calls, and we're afraid they've been overwhelmed also. Yeah, they got taken down pretty easy. Now, Mon-El I believe they said he was gone, but he appears to be back now. There are only us 7 of the Legion left, but I'm going out to Thrune super fast. So they use their time bubble, which actually they could use that to go back in time. Well, anyway, we'll pretend that they're not using it to go through time. They're using it to go through space. Their sabotage raid disables atomic-powered spaceships, but it doesn't bother me. I'll land super fast in the jungle. So he flies up there, and apparently he's invulnerable to red sun. I thought... Now, they haven't established yet that Daxamites and Kryptonians are the same people, but that really makes him almost invincible, Mon-El. They're shooting some kind of chemical gas at me, but it doesn't seem to harm me. In a moment, I'll be in there. However, they shoot lead at him, and apparently that gas took away his immunity to lead, so he's down. And all the rest are down from the freezing ray. The only one left is Colossal Boy, who approaches the Citadel. They've sent an enormous mechanical robot, and Colossal Boy is punched out. So the only ones left are the substitute heroes. The superheroes are utterly defeated, dying. An army powerful enough to do that could destroy us easily, but we can't just stand by. So they get sent out there, with Night Girl getting sent a separate direction. I'm using my polar powers to create freezing cold down there, and Fire Lad is trying to burn the Citadel. Chlorophyll Kid, are you use the power of making things grow to hem it in with great power? So they're really doing a pretty good job, and I'm doing so. And Stone Boy has turned himself into stone. There you go, Stone Boy, the one who was accepted into the Legion. The same giant robot that overcame Colossal Boy now, it's grabbing us. But meanwhile, the Night Girl has gone to a dark side of the planet, and she burrows down into the ground and up through the bottom of the Citadel of Doom. She flies up to find two elderly men. Why, you two are the only ones in the Citadel, a pair of zany old men. I'm not sure I'd use the word zany. The enemies who nearly destroyed the Legion. So she busts up their machinery. These were our enemies, the last two old men of the race that once lived here. To pretend they were a mighty army, they used remote control. So they're just two men who just kind of old and hateful. And then Lightning Lad explains that he got locked in and the bars were grounded, so he couldn't get out. They didn't hurt us, really? They just I'm sorry, the old men say that. They didn't hurt us, they just destroyed all our weapons. But since they guaranteed we'd never be bothered by visitors, we don't need the weapons anymore. We can live out our lives in peace. Okay. At last, the substitute heroes are receiving the great welcome they deserve, and we're glad to stand on the sidelines and cheer them. Yes, for if they hadn't formed their brave suicide squad, we wouldn't be here. They prevented what would have been the Legion's first total defeat. The Legion was kind of defeated. They came in and they rescued him, and Stone Boy turned to stone. So that is the I guess the 30th century version of the Suicide Squad, except nobody died.